Peace and blessings. I am Minister Mustafa Abdullah of the Third Church of Jerusalem, House of Prayer, Temple of God. I'm making this video this evening because I have a question, or I'm inquisitive about something. I hesitate in a way to make this video, being full aware of possible controversy and backlash, and also because of the fact, as I stated before in a previous video, truth speaks for itself. And what I'm going to say, I'm sure it's been asked and been pointed out before, but I've never really received or been made aware of a true reason or an answer, for the question I'm going to bring up, the issue I'm going to bring up. That being, in Florida, I don't know if you might be aware of it, but there's somewhere in Florida, there's this tree, and most recently, a recent occurrence that I believe a family just moved into the house, and on this tree, they realized that it looked like it was the image of Jesus within the tree, within the bark of the tree. It looked like, the facial image of Jesus. And you look at it, it does look like Jesus. But that's just the thing. Looking like Jesus. First of all, the issue is within the Bible, within the Ten Commandments, it says not to make any graven images of anything in heaven, I believe on earth. I can't say it quote it verbatim, but number one, that commandment is being broken with all the paintings and everything of Jesus, and also within the cross themselves. But plenty of Christians, put up this image of Jesus, put up crosses. Now, I believe this. I've heard that, when Jesus came, with him sacrificing himself, that he made the law null and void, for lack of better terms. Can't really explain it. I'm sure Christian out there can, but basically, the things of the Old Testament are past. Jesus came, and so we have to put those things aside. Okay, fine. If we say that's true, then that's fine. But then we're still stuck with the fact, the truth, that there is no picture in the Bible of Jesus. There was not a picture found somewhere in the catacombs or something in Jerusalem of Jesus. This picture that millions of Christians worship is an artist's rendition of Jesus. And there is a great debate of the validity of how Jesus is depicted as a white man with blonde hair, blue eyes, such and such. And of course, being truthful about what he should possibly look like, being where he was from, being Middle Eastern and whatnot. Okay, so the thing is, let's look past the race aspect of it. The fact that I want to know why it is that Christians allow there to be a picture of Jesus to be worshipped. The guy and there was a video, of the homeowner speaking, saying that he feels safe now that he has this image of Jesus inside his house. But once again, you're worshiping this picture of a man or a god, the man or god that you worship, and you don't know that is a valid picture. No idea. I mean, How do you resolve that? How do you say that that's okay, that you worship this picture? If when Jesus returns, are you going to base your belief in this man coming to you saying that he is Christ off of a picture that you've seen before? Is your judgment and your ability to believe going to be clouded by, hey, I don't know, you don't look like that picture, you don't look like Jesus, you don't look like Jesus? I mean, that's what someone would say. You don't look like Jesus. How do you resolve this? How do you accept this and say that this is okay? How do Christians say that this is okay? Why is this not being fought against within Christianity to say that this picture has to be done away with? I wonder that upon the return of Jesus, that there could be a lack in belief in him because of racism, ageism, I don't know, of that nature. You know what I'm saying? If Jesus comes back and he looks Asian, then people will be like, well, no, you can't be Jesus because you don't look like him. I hope you get what I'm saying. How do you resolve that? I mean, how do you say that that's okay? And then, I also think, and this is, trying to be truthful and trying to, really think about it. Actually, I thought about doing a video about this before, but I went against it. And this is concerning Satan. Christians give a lot of due, if you will, with the fact that Satan is very tricky, very deceitful. Dealing with this specific subject, what if Satan was to put out this picture of Jesus, which is actually a picture of Satan himself, so that Satan comes and he's trying to get Christians following him, and they say, yes, it's Jesus because you look just like Jesus, you are Jesus, so we're going to follow you. Satan in his many deceiving ways. Is this not a possibility? So I'm asking, is this not a possibility? So for you Christians out there who see this video, I'd like you to comment and just help me out. I'm interested to know what the reply is. God bless. Peace and love.